Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, January 30th, 4:35 in the morning, and we'll be doing some D&D character stuff here in a minute. Because, yeah. I've got a online game tomorrow, and I have not made my character yet. I don't have a character yet. So I need to make a character, and I'm really not in the mood for committing to a game right now. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a D&D character. I just gotta get everything logged into. It's so weird. I'd like to copy a topic. Okay. Wow, Pete, you're like... I'm still doing my roll-off character I hardly know. That's terrible. God. Well, good morning, Pete. Or good afternoon for you, because... Oh, it's still morning over there, because you were what? I think you were like 6 hours ahead, so you're 10 in the morning. Right? How far ahead is Norway? I forgot already. I'm a bad person. Norway time. No, it's 10:36. Okay, yeah, no. It's, yeah. I mean, it's only it's 4:30 in the morning for me. It's definitely morning. Like, I'm no longer, I'm past the it's night, and it's definitely firmly morning. But yeah, good morning. Yeah, East Coast. Okay. I do so much, like, international streaming with people that I don't... It's difficult to keep up. It's difficult to keep up because Moripa is based in Japan. Liz is based in the UK. You're based in Norway, which is kind of the same time zone as the UK. I've got friends on the West Coast who are like 3 hours behind me. I've got Sophia over in Australia who's, I think, 14 hours ahead of me. Yeah, it's admittedly hard to keep up with that many different things. Speaking of Sophia, I need to get my YouTube. Oh, wow, she already got me. Wow, okay, I haven't even had a chance yet to get my YouTube chat up on the OBS, and I see Sophia. Yo, my God, you have saved me from my boredom. Pete seems like a very chill guy. Tell him I said hi. I think he just heard me for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm still getting my my stuff together. So, yes. Yeah, my first 5 minutes of the stream are me getting all of my applications going for, like, translating and for getting my, like, docs and stuff like that set up in OBS so I can, like, see all my Twitch chats and my YouTube chats and stuff. Okay, now I can see Sophia. We got 2 minutes left on our ad break. I need to post to social media shit. There's Pete. Pete transcends all chats. Okay, and I was literally dying of boredom. I clicked on the notification so fast. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like I literally went live, and the second I went live, I had people going off on YouTube. Oh, that's always good. Okay, I've got 60 seconds to post to social media, so you'll need to bear with me here. Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. The puns are not worth it. The puns are not worth it. They're a lie. I'm live on YouTube and on Twitch while we make a Dungeons and Dragons character for an online game today. Hangout, be chill. 2D. And then we want to do our that's not the link we needed. Yeah. That I probably need to flick over to Streamy Fun Times. Cha-cha. He's a punny punk. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Put my Clark Kent costume on. There we go. No one will suspect it's me. Look at the rest of these YouTube and social media links. Is this not? Oh, I have the wrong. I'm going to put this on. Alright, that should do its thing. Except it didn't, because it's dumb. Okay. Alright, so Twitter always likes to grab the last link. Blue Sky likes to grab the first link, which is the most frustrating part about posting to each of these platforms. It's like one does the other. Alright, and then we're probably gonna at least go for live for like maybe 2 hours. Probably just like 7 o'clock is what we'll say. 7 o'clock my time. So that's like 2 hours and 20 minutes is what I'm gonna set my Blue Sky status for. So we're gonna go to 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay. So that's posted. Glasses reveal. I mean, I've worn glasses the whole time. Why is my Twitch thing not working? Like, I should at least see my preview, shouldn't I? There it is. Okay, so all of that is done. You guys have any plans for Valentine's Day, or are y'all single? I am single. It's Singles Awareness Day. Clark Kent, right? Clark Kent. What am I doing right now? I need to pull up my other Roll20 game, is what I need to do. Because that is the Friday game. Oh, please tell me we don't have a pin. Oh, we don't have pinned. 20. Because I need to see if I actually even have a character sheet I can roll up onto. As soon as it decides to load, because it is definitely something. Okay, so I have to make a new one. Okay, so there's that. Boop. That was my one character that died. Character sheet? Yeah, that might G the bathroom. Oh, God. I have a girlfriend. I got this promise rings. I'm swearing her. Nice! That's really cool, Sophia. I have a couple friends of mine who do crochet, and they knit. And those, like, some of my coolest Christmas gifts I've gotten are the handmade ones. It's gonna be awesome. She, yeah, might need the bathroom. Oh, I see. I see. You're terrible. Terrible. So, my old character, if anyone is wondering, was called Fire in the Distance. He was a Tabaxi bard, and he died horribly, horrifically died. His half-siblings ended up getting him killed. I would say half-siblings, his adoptive siblings. I don't know if I actually have his other... Hold on, let me see if I can find... Let me see if I can find his band, because he was a bard, and he had a band of other cat people. And we're looking, 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 and where the fuck did I post these pictures? Oh my god. Oh, here we go. If it'll... There it is. Yeah, we'll do, if it'll do that one. Copy image link. Let's pull up our clean browser. Oh god, that is ginormously big. It does not scale that at all. Why would you not scale this image? Oh my god. I missed chat while I was digging for those things. Character sheet, yeah, okay, that's so cool. I'm hoarding soda tabs because she really likes special. Oh, nice. Gruesomely, we need to emo OC lore. Oh, I got a bunch of soda tabs with polar bears on them. Ooh, that's cool. Awesome, I love the Red Bull ones, no sugar and all the ones. Yeah, Red Bull no sugar is my like, it's actually runs through my bloodstream. Is I have Red Bull going through my veins, is what's going on there. So yeah, I don't know why it's not like, hold on. Maybe I can just drag Discord over here. Yeah, there we go. So that was Fire in the distance. That was the bard I played. And monsters are pretty good. Yeah, I usually do the low carb monsters. But then we had the bassist, the lead guitarist, and then the drummer. Red Bull, yeah, some breeds are red. Oh my god, Pete, you're fucking terrible. You're fucking terrible. But yeah, he was a tabaxi bard, and his gruesome death was because one of his step siblings decided to go into a temple of Umberly, the bitch queen, and trigger some sort of like sea monster to attack, and so the party then had to slay the sea monster. Fire didn't make it, and he died. He got mauled to death by fish, a lot of monstrous fish. And so yeah, he's dead. One of his step siblings, adopted step siblings, took his hat. And so and then the band is kind of leaving without their lead singer. So that's where that has gone, is that Fire is dead. And I'm a little sad, but that is what it is. Oh, actually, here's a really good, can I copy image link this? Because this is actually, these are the other members of the party. And this is the poor situation that Fire often found himself in. Because Bat was the one who got him killed. Irene was one of the sane ones, and Velos has no idea what the fuck they're doing. So. And then poor Fire. The one cat is busy herding cats the entire time. So that was my role in the party, was official cat herder. And also, in terms of like mechanical roles, I handled healing and buffing. But as you can see, I failed my 3 death saving throws, and I am very, very dead. I think we hit level 3, because I see that I'm level 2. And I remember us leveling up at the end, so I think we're level 3 now. I'm so good at naming characters. You need recommendations. I'll keep that in mind. Fishing. Oh god. Yeah. So Pete, by the way, I know you're a big fishing person, Pete. This stream almost was me playing the Elder Scrolls Online and fishing the entire time, because it has fishing in the game. And I have a couple fishing achievements I have yet to do. So I was very tempted, Pete, to go in and just stream Elder Scrolls Online while I fished the entire time. I love that. I'll keep that in mind. Because, like, they have an event in ESO right now where you need to do a bunch of, like, tasks for a really cool melt. And, I need to do them yet. I haven't done them at all. I've been so bad on, like, my FOMO events. So, like, I have Escape from Tarkov Arena. They've got a battle pass that I paid for. I have gotten maybe a fifth of the way through it, and it's been going for like 2 months at this point. And I paid money for that. And then ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, it has a Golden Pursuit going on with another week left on it for a really cool, like, golden polar bear kind of mount. And I haven't really done anything on that one. And so I need to do both of those, but I also like playing normal Escape from Tarkov, and I also need to play Ghost of Tsushima, and I also need to play Wasteland 3, and. So I have no fucking time. Pete, don't you damn dare tell her. I gave Pete was there last stream where I had hints, but don't you damn dare tell her. Let her stew. Let her figure it out. Let her figure it out. You do not need this. It's funnier this way. It's not the destination, Sophia. It's the journey. So yeah, I need to log into my my Roll20 account. Or not Roll. Oh no, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Because I can just... Y'all are evil. I don't remember. See? Like, it works out. It works out really well. Also, as I'm scrolling through between my windows and stuff like that right now, I did see last stream, Pete, that you had a message filtered by YouTube. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. You had a message filtered by the YouTube filtering thing. That is YouTube auto mod, and I apologize if it catches anything. YouTube modding tools are ass. And so I apologize if anything is if anything's getting caught and I don't see it, just because I guess I could hold on, maybe I could sign into my OBS. Oh yeah, it does work like that. Okay. See if this works. Yeah, maybe this works. Okay, hold on. I can actually maybe get signed into OBS with this. Hold on just a minute here. Oh, your age is like finding a fucking One Piece. Oh my god, you're just gonna be like... You're gonna find out and you're just gonna be so disappointed when you do. Because you're like, oh, was that it? Was that all? Yes, I know. I know I'm signed in. Continue YouTube. God, YouTube chat, why are you being so shitty? Oh my god. Okay, so this is just being really dumb. This is being really dumb. Bear with me, I'm having technical difficulties trying to get into my stupid... my YouTube chat. Go to that. We'll clear that out. Apply. Okay, so it's gonna want me to go to it. Can I go to google.com as my... There we go. And now I can put in chat. And it still has me signed out. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, whatever. Oh, it's probably like when I said you couldn't escape my puns. Oh, the age? Oh, like 22. He can't be his... Yeah, so the stream has to, like, require people to be, like, 18 plus. Oh, Pete, you stop that. Pete, you stop that. I'm your... You bastard. You're ruining the mystery. You're ruining the discovery of her trying to figure it out. Why'd you have to do that? I'm disappointed in you, Pete. I tried to even tell you. Sophia, I've told you that I'm in my 30s. I told you that. Sophia is so chill, I had to help. Yeah, no, I've told you I've been in my 30s. But yeah, I have on my Steam account that I have 21 years of service in my Steam account. Take that as you may. I have to hide our ages. No, it's not hiding my age. It's watching her try and figure it out, which is the funny part. I'm getting entertainment out of her trying to piece it together. That's more where I'm getting my entertainment out of. Like, just telling it's just not any fun. I'm like watching her figure it out. That's the funny part. I like how we've been in here now for like 20 minutes and I have not started anywhere on making this D&D character. Oh, I forgot about the... Oh, hold on. Copy image link. Pasting it. So you're 32? No, I'm not 32. There is another meme from my party where we were, again, what Fire was doing with the rest of the party. 32, 6, 7. Eh, there we go, 6, 7. That's how Sophia made her debut on this channel. She made a 6, 7 joke. Alright, so I need to, I think, fire up GIMP. 6, 7? 6, 7! I'm built different. I mean, you're built something, all right. Easy. All right, let's see what my endpoints are even on for this application, because this is GIMP 3.0, and I've been working off of 2.0. Screen. Okay, this all looks like it's working good. System aggregated pointer. What's that supposed to mean? I don't even know. I'm just saying things at this point. I'm constructed incorrectly. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was built different and it doesn't work. They wouldn't let me send myself back though, so here I am. I came back a little too late for that return warranty. Manufactured mistakenly. Mistakes were made and therefore I popped out. A structured mistake. Okay, so let's see here. We want to go to the D&D 5e wiki dot. So where I go for all of my D&D information is I go to the wiki dot because it has everything in there for free without having to buy anything, and it does references. That's one way of saying we're accents. I mean, it's the nice way of saying our parents fucked. Like, all right, let's see here. We have the artificer. I already did a bard. I could play a cleric. Could play a druid. I was thinking I'm doing a paladin as well. My financial downfall fetus. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. All right, so we got sorcerer and warlock. We already have a sorcerer though, so I don't want to do that. I could do wizard. Okay, so our options are, we have artificer, cleric, druid, paladin, warlock, wizard. Humorously, actually, where'd it go? I did a very short quiz the other day. Because I am one of those people where if I see an online quiz, it is sometimes very fun to go and do that. And so we'll put this in our Twitch chat. And then we'll put this over in our... Okay. I might almost just turn off my YouTube moderation because it just keeps flagging things and it's really annoying. Should fix this. This is like really. Yeah, we'll just do that one. If people give me a problem, I'll just fucking ban them. The fatality fetus. All right, so I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna pin that. So let's copy link. So oh shit. So this is my survey result. that I did a little while ago. I think it was like maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. I found it was like really cool, and I saw it on I posted it in one of my friends' discords. So it's like, what D&D class are you? And I answered the 60 questions, and my number 1 result was Bard. My number 2 result was Cleric, and then it was a tie between Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, Warlock, and Wizard. I really like Wizards. I really like Clerics. I really like Bards. I'm okay with Fighters. I really like Paladins. I used to like Rangers a lot. I'm like, this is pretty accurate. Warlocks? I'm not usually whole on that whole beholden to another power thing. So that's what I ended up doing. Excuse me. So yeah. So our bard just died. I died. So, and we already have a fighter in the party. Because that's who Velos was. They are a tiefling fighter. Using a 2-handed sword. We have our gremlin of the party is a sorcerer. And then we have a rogue. And our party is very morally ambiguous. Ambiguous. Words are hard. And I want to help pick. I mean, like, I've got the narrow list here. I've got Artificer, Cleric, Druid, Paladin, Warlock, Wizard. And so today's stream is me going to go through and like pros and cons out what I want to do. That's the point of the stream today. That's what we're gonna. That's why I have the tablet out, because we're gonna Beholden Power lets you treat them with like a nagging boss. Well, see, the problem is then though the dungeon master is that nagging boss, and they can do dumb things to you, and I don't want dumb things to happen to me. So. Plus, also with the warlock things, you just lose all your power if they decide to, like, murr. So you usually don't, whatchamacallit. Cleric. I mean, maybe. I've done a lot of clerics in the past. See, what the secret thing is it doesn't tell you is that I could do multi-class. I could be a multi-class character, and I could do cleric and wizard. Have spells for days, which is what I've considered doing. Because I think it's like, 2 levels of cleric and then go into wizard and then just ride wizard out all the way. Though the problem with that, though, is going to be like just progression, evolution, right? No, I liked very technical characters. I like very technical characters because I like having lots of things to do. I don't know. Do I have my Google Drive? I like that this is not having any of my... Oh, no, I won't be able to pull up my Google Drive. Cleric, Warlock, just the Pope. The problem with that is... So the problem with a lot of these things, Cleric, Warlock, is the attribute stuff. And so, like, Clerics require wisdom. Warlocks require charisma. And so you have to have minimums in each of those to be able to multi-class. And those are very difficult things to kind of mesh because, what's the word for it? You have to have minimum attributes to multi-class into and out of classes. And so you also have to have certain attributes to not die. Like if your constitution's really, really low, you get squished very, very easily. And so, you have to have a decent constitution, you have to have a decent casting stat, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's the issue you kind of start to run into a little bit if you try to spread yourself too thin with some of these. Now, I've considered doing a druid. Druids are fun because you can change in animals, and that's always just a fun, like, tee-hee, haha, fuck you. I don't think my dungeon master is going to let me do the summoning druid, though, because that just kind of breaks the game. But I think it actually could be really funny too. It's like, I can't rely on my friends, so I'm just gonna bring friends I can rely on. Go to hell. Because I think it was the Circle of Shepherd. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, you can summon at 6th level. Creatures get more HP, and their weapons are considered magical, and you can just do lots and lots of summoning with that. And you can still shape change. Cleric, I don't really know what I would do. Probably do like a war cleric, because I was thinking about, like, I was looking at our party composition, and we are mostly, our rogue is melee, our fighter is melee, and then we have our caster in the back. And so I was kind of doing a little bit of ranged work as my bard. I had a crossbow, but very frequently we run into situations where I'm in melee anyway. And so I'm like, I don't know if I should just be more melee or not. You should be druid with an archer thingy. Well, the problem with druid though is, you know, you need wisdom for all your casting things, and when you shape change, your physical stats don't matter anymore. And so it's very anti-synergy to do like a druid focusing on archery per se. I'm a little bit of power gaming. I'm not like power gaming, but I'm making sure my character actually works and doesn't get us all killed. If that makes sense. Artificer I was thinking about doing because I could play a halfling, have a battle dog, and then ride the battle dog. So I could heal, ride around on a robot dog, and then beat the shit out of people. And that's pretty cool. And I can, you know, be 3 feet tall. Which is one thing I had been considering doing. But I'd have to be level 3. Because that's all we are right now. Let me check the online thing. Oh, that's stupid. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's in my reference to puns and stuff. Yes, I think I think we're level 3. I don't think you do, but just a question: do you play Gartic Phone? I don't know what Gartic Phone is. It's a telephone game. What? I'm not sure. Calling is better. Time to write. Oh. It's charades, but over Discord. It's charades, but over Discord. That, again, ages me. It's charades. Let's see. Okay, so what we were doing is we have this guy. I'd like to make a new file. Sure. Okay, there we go. Can we have... All right, so the question is, can we get this to not be stupid? And I'm not... Oh, it wiped out all of my brush settings. Oh, that's going to be painful. All of my brush settings got wiped out. Shit. Okay, can we just do... like a very, very small brush? Pixel? Okay, one of these was supposed to cycle me over to my eraser. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to redo my settings because they all got wiped out. Yeah, I own a bugle, but every time I play it, sounds like a man screams that died in the military. Nah, that's accurate for a bugle. That's bugle right there. I thought. Yeah, no, that is supposed to be set to the eraser. Okay, what's going on then? Friend, why you do this? Oh, maybe I do it like that, maybe? Hold on. We're experimenting. Let's do that, but then if we do this. Nope, that doesn't. Do I need to restart the client, maybe? Maybe that's what's going on, is I need to restart my application now that thing's running. Could be that. Hey, it remembered my things. Let's just create a new image. All right. Now, if we push the buttons. No, it's still not wanting to do. Oh boy. That's gonna be annoying. Since we're gonna be all creative, I can do some sewing. Yeah, it works. That works. It's what is it? It's like parallel play, but I guess with crafting in this case, or creative stuff. Why? Mouse wheel, main keyboard. Why doesn't it see my? See that? Doesn't see that at all. Okay, so maybe not. Oh, I remember this being a problem last time. Is it didn't want to register this as actually like being. As actually having the dynamics that it was supposed to. Because this is supposed to be dynamics is pressure size. And it's not wanting to do that. And as soon as it did that, it killed it. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's not even seeing this device. This is exciting. Yeah, those are my number pad commands. Oh, that's good. Of course, open up the store. Why would I open up a store? It's silly. Yeah, I had a couple of friends of mine. They were recommending to me that I either grab. I think we were discussing this too the other day when we were doing our Let's Window Shop store stream, and it was On Together Virtual Co-working, and then it was Go was the other one, and OGH. I'm still tempted to get this one because this one's like really good for just like you just kind of sit in the chair and then just do whatever, and it's playing the music for you, and people can just be in the same room. And so I'm debating buying that again. I need to wait until I get paid, though, is the thing, because that is beyond the scope of where we're at this month. So I need to figure out, though, why GIMP is not recognizing my tablet. Because I was going to use my tablet as my scratch paper, essentially. Excuse me. My throat is a little itchy. So we want to go to File. We want to go to Input Devices. Yeah, so it's seeing it there. I don't know what this GJP thing is, but it's definitely there. Imagine being employed. I mean, I don't have to imagine, I am. Well, that's interesting that these are here. But because like, why aren't you working? Is it saying this isn't present? Oh, is it because I plugged it into a different port? Oh, let's do something dumb. Let's do something dumb. Is it still open? It is. Cool. I realize I may have not had to had this thing plugged into the right spot. And GIMP is very particular where you have things plugged in. At least from what I remember. Let's go over to input devices. Yeah, because it sees this. And it has the different axes and all the other things. This doesn't have any type of serial number or anything else like that. Whereas like this did at one point, but at least this has all the correct axes and stuff like that. I wonder if... And it won't let me undo these. So maybe if I unplug it... Okay, so I mean, it's picking up the right device. It sees it's there. Okay. I need to adjust the nose things on this guy. Okay, so we've got those allegedly working. I need to know why my thingamadoodle's not working. Don't you work in IT? I do. I do work in IT. That doesn't mean I understand how to do some of these things that are going on here. Okay, so that's... It's detecting that there's a controller. That's a good sign. It wasn't doing that before. We do that. Hi, Cricket. You made a big meowing noise. Okay, save the input settings now. Let's try this. Okay, we'll restart again. I'm just trying to get my damn tablet to work. Yeah, but that's... I do work in IT, but it's just like... It's still just like... IT is a bunch of calculated guesswork. You think you know what's going on, so you're going to try these fixes, which should fix the thing, but they may not, and if they don't work, it narrows down what the actual fix is supposed to be. And that is how that works. Okay, so that's not working at all. Can I not just... And I can imagine, honestly, this is probably why some people just use Photoshop, because it works a hell of a lot better out of the damn box. Like, I really shouldn't have to fight. I know, Cricket, I hear you. Okay. Do we not have any nuance when we're doing that? Okay, that's what we want. Except, like, this is just being really, really dumb. Oh, This is killing me inside. I had everything working, and then I was a dum-dum, and I was like, oh, we're just going to delete it. We're going to be dumb, and we're going to delete it. Yeah. Where's the... Do we have a pencil tool? I mean, this is doing it, but it's not picking up that I have pressure sensitivity on this, which is like the problem. Because like, mapping matrix. These thumbs maybe? Yeah, this is annoying. Changes, give me a new. Because essentially, I just wanted to use this as scratch paper, is what I wanted to do. Because like I wanted to do like, okay, artificer, shorty. So that would be shorty, artificer. Then we would have custom. Okay, that worked when I barely. Whatever I was doing right there worked pretty well. But then I'm also running to like where my buttons aren't working. Like this is working when I use the nub to kind of move my canvas, but like my other nub should have pushed me over to use my eraser. So maybe the eraser tool got bugged, which is itself its own headache. And it's also not remembering my brush settings. Like it's like partially recognizing the inputs here, but it's not recognizing the other stuff. AFK, gotcha, Sophia. Cricket, you are being so dramatic. You have just done nothing but stretch and meow and then look at me longingly. Why you gotta be that way, sir? Why you gotta be a drama llama? You're a cat. You're not supposed to be a drama llama. Drama llamas are for llamas, not cats. Alright, so we've got Artificer, Shorty, Battle Dog. Bark. They can do guns. And melee. Our other options are the custom. So that's going to be caster. See, like when I type it like that, it picks up on just fine. Caster, multi-class, because that was supposed to be. It's really annoying. Why is it not wanting to? I need to like Google what's going on with this. I hate, like, I made the mistake. I had everything set up in GIMP 2, and then I was like, I'm gonna install GIMP 3 and then go right into stream without troubleshooting. And I'm like, why did I think this was a good idea? Why did I think this was a good idea? It was a terrible idea. Why would I want to do this to myself? Huion, tablet, GIMP 3. What is going on here? Why is this like... Why am I struggling so much with this? The drivers, there's the utility, there's the lines. Why is it like this for me? I need to turn on the GIMP. There, okay, where's GIMP 3? That's GIMP 2.99. Do we not have anything for GIMP 3? You're kidding me. Damn it! Why they gotta be like this to me? Okay, whatever. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I have been betrayed by my own damned hardware. At one point I had this all figured out, and now it's just like, no, your stuff is not going to work the way you're intending it to work. Cause yeah, cause like this is picking up that it's got this stuff. I'm just not sure why the that's not even registering that's there. That's what we want, just that little bit of. Alright, so we almost need this. It's that. Ironically, I keep coming back to the basic default pressure sense, but I want to know why this guy isn't doing the eraser function, which is what's really throwing me off. What if we enable Windows Ink? Right, we can do Windows Ink. Go over to input devices. And see, it's not even like really saying the device is even plugged in. So it's like, this is the annoying part, is like it's not even recognizing the devices in here. It's treating it as just another mouse. Preferences, input controllers. Yeah, it's not even like picking up. It's not even picking up the device. I wonder if this just doesn't. I wonder if. Yeah, I know. I wonder if it just isn't compatible. Because it's not even like recognizing, like it's recognizing this because it's treating this as a keystroke, but it's not recognizing like the downward push of the button to indicate that like this is actually doing what it's supposed to do, which is a whole lot of no bueno. Oh boy, I don't know how to really easily fiddle with this. I should not have upgraded this. Okay, so it's picking up my stylus and my eraser. When's when I turn this? Nothing. Because yeah, it's treating it still like as if I'm using a mouse and not an actual thing, because I'm not having any type of gradient with the because normally if like it was detecting that I had my tablet plugged in, it would be able to, the mapping matrix for pressure, these would all be active and these aren't, which means it's not actually detecting. Well, that time it did. Okay, now it's working. Okay, minus that, and of course this is just going to be miserable to kind of work through. I can't just cycle between my things anymore. It's super frustrating. All right, so yeah, we were looking at doing. I'm trying to use this as a scratch because normally I would do this on like a sheet of notebook paper because I'm like ancient, old, and decrepit. But yeah, so we're looking at Artificer. Oh, that's terrible. Halfling. Wow, that's terrible. I don't like how that looks. Can we go over to maybe this? Like this was a little too. That was okay. Okay. Oh shit. Come back. And that's the other thing too. I'm noticing like when I go between that and that, there's not like a delay where it's like, oh, you're using a mouse now. Oh, you're using the other thing. Being 42 isn't that old. I'm not confirming or denying that at all. You're just wildly guessing. You have no idea of how old I actually am. And again, it's the journey, not the destination. So we got Artificer, we got multi-class. This is like, I don't like how that's like not jiving pressure sensitivity. Is this gonna be better? Yeah, this is like, try that. There we go. Halfling, dog. Two-headed. Oh, that's one thing I was considering doing too. Was a paladin, right? But you could then do a centaur paladin. Because you could use essentially just be like just a centaur paladin. Be a cool knight to do because like from the Shining Force. I remember I played that on. I remember playing this in like an older. Oh, they don't have any good pictures here, do they? It's like an older game on the Sega Genesis, and I didn't play it when it came out because like I didn't know they even had RPGs on the Sega Genesis, but they had these really cool things with the knights. Yeah, so like the knights were all centaurs, and they had this really cool look. I'm like, you know, it'd be cool to have a D&D character like that. So it looked really cool. And like just totally over the top. So I've tinkered with the idea of doing that before, but just haven't. For doing a D&D character. The problem is though, is like, how would you even go about doing that? Because like, let's see here. You get Ernest, yes. You called my name, yes. Or did you just discover that that was my name? I can tell you've been around for some of my streams, but not all of them when my friends are in Discord with me. Thank you. So we get level 3, so we get Fighting Style, Divine Sense, Lay on Hands, Spellcasting, Divine Smite, and Harness Divine Power, as well as our Sacred Oath. Cleric Spell List, Blind Fighting, Defense, Great Weapon Fighting. Close Quarter Shooter. Mariner. That's terrifying. Tunnel Fighter, Unarmed Fighting. You're immune to disease at level 3. Sacred Oath. I would probably do Oath of the Ancients. Those race elves and Ritual of the Druids, sometimes called Fey Knights, Green Knights, or Horn Knights. Paladins who swear this oath cast light inside with the light in the cosmic struggle against darkness because they love beautiful and life-giving things of the world, and not necessarily because they believe in the principles of honor, courage, and justice. They adorn their armor and clothing with images of growing things, leaves, antlers, or flowers to reflect their commitment to preserving life in the world. Life and light in the world. They've got their oaths. They can speak with animals. You can do Channel Divinity for channels Nature's Wrath. Cause spectral vines to spread and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. A creature must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw, or be restrained. While restrained by the vines, the creature repeats the same thing at the end of each of its turns. Bye, Cricket. Turn the Faithless. You can use your Channel Divinity to utter ancient words that are painful for Fae and Fiends to hear. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and each Fae or Fiend within 30 feet of you that you can hear must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. The Aura of Warding at level 7. I see Butchers? Let's do watchers. Okay. That's kind of neat. But we need more of like a hero. Here, divine power. 1 spell slot. Juniors on your character. 7th level twice, 15. You get always for the long list. Okay, so that's extra things. So I need like what I need is essentially a hybrid. Is I need someone who can go into melee, but also still buff the party and or heal the party, because we like eating hits to the face as a group. And yeah, the bard I was playing last time did not have a lot of capability to keep the party going. Like he had enough, but like they started to have problems very quickly. Which I suppose I could do. I could do. I could do a halfling, hypothetically, because there was a background. We're having an ad break in about 30 seconds. Sophia has gone AFK once again. Keep still there. Let's see here. What we're looking for, though, is... I think it was... Wait, the light is hitting me in the eyes. It's like... Give me a headache, actually. Backgrounds. There's supposed to be one for... Oh, it was lineage. Just what it was lineage, and it was with, I think, the halfling lineage. Because you could do... Was it this one? No, the Mark of Healing. If you're halfling with the Mark of Healing, you have the subrace increase your wisdom score by 1, on top of increasing your dexterity by 2. Whenever you roll medicine check, ability number could add d4 and add that number to the total ability check. Healing touch, you can cast a cure wound spell with this trait, beginning at 3rd level. You can also cast lesser restoration with this trait. Once you cast either spell with this trait, you can't cast the spell again until you finish long rest. Wisdom is your modifier for those spells, and then you also gain spellcasting, where you get these automatically added to your spell list. So, I could play as a whatever I wanted to, and then take a halfling and do the Mark of Healing, and be able to cast healing spells no matter what I did. Because, I just realized I had my collar tucked in wrong. Because you'd always have access to the magic for healing, which is kind of cool. Though, if I remember right, these guys, artificers start with healing magic access. Does it keep them as always having it known? Add to the spells of your spellcasting list. Okay. It's just always on your spell list. Let's see, we do the artificing. Is that level 2, I think it was? No, level 3rd. I could go into Battlesmith. And I can do... that number. You gain proficiency with martial weapons. When you attack with a magic weapon, you can use your intelligence modifier into your strength dex. You don't have heavy armor proficiency, though, is the only downside. You also get a pet, which is also really cool. And this kind of turns you into a single attribute-focused character for the most part. So I could run a halfling artificer, which would be pretty cool. And that covers the cleric side of things. Hypothetically. I'm not feeling warlock. I'm really not. I've always enjoyed wizard because I like having the spells. Spells are fun. But it's just having to have all of this nonsense on top of things. Also, if I was considering doing the wait, didn't I do, hold on, from me is has colon a file? Did I, was that in online? I'm trying to see if I included a, no, I guess I never downloaded a, because there was at one point where I was considering doing a custom lineage where I was a miniature giant Etten. And, yeah, a miniature giant Etten. Which would be pretty cool, honestly. But the issue with a miniature giant Etten is that I don't have any of the stuff I was doing for it before. Sorry, I had to dip. Was eating much. All good, all good. Yeah, I'm like mulling over my options right now, and I'm leaning towards, because my gimp is failing me, a cleric wizard who is a miniature giant Etten, or a halfling artificer who rides on a battle dog, is where we're at right now. Distant third place is a centaur who's a paladin, who's based off of the characters from Shining Force. Which I feel actually I should be. Shining Force Knights? I feel like I just need to kind of tack that into the... Interesting. They not have... Huh. Well, they got that. Images... Actually, wait. Ooh, back up. They actually have a wiki. Yeah, here we go. There's a recurring starting class. Centaurs, which is movement 7. Usually high hit points or defense. Attack value varies. Mainly based fairies, lancer, halberds, spears, ranged attack. Use limited magic. Paladins, other knights, permanent Pegasus Knights. Holy Knights. Yeah. I don't really have any pictures of them, do they? But yeah, the one of these kind of characters is what I was considering for a let's kind of throw this into our little template here that we're fiddling with. I would like to move you. And we want to anchor down. So there's that. We wanted the other option is going to be miniature giant. Actually, wait. Is it probably headed giant caster? This is one of those moments where, like, if I was more into using generative AI, I'd be like, that'd be a great use for it, because there's just not a whole lot of... There's not a whole lot of art depicting that, is a problem. But yeah, so there's like a fighter that's got that, but I was looking for more of like a caster. Though on the same token, I mean, I guess I could just do a caster. Oh, wait. I just saw an Oni down there. Maybe two-headed Oni? Come on. Let's see if maybe that gets us some interesting artwork. Because I saw that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, that's funny as hell. With the two-headed cockatiel. Yeah. This is kind of what I was almost considering in terms of like a spellcaster. Hey, Cricket. Go back over to our GIMP thing. Because I guess I could also just look into doing a... let's see here. We want Fling Artificer with dog. Yeah, actually, that kind of sums it up kind of pretty well right there, what I was actually going for. Yeah. Humorously. Hey, Cricket. Hey, buddy. Like, I definitely think that is more of an interesting character. But in terms of things that play well with others, I think these are my, like, 3 shortlist ones that I think kind of work decently. Though this one's probably the most boring, honestly. That one's probably the most boring. Because, like, we kind of need a dedicated melee person just to be up there in the front. Because we only have, like, one heavy hard hitter. Because we only have a party of 4 people. And so we have the fighter. We have the rogue, who can be in melee but not really take hits. We have me. And then we have our caster. And, like, I'm doubling as a healer. So no matter what I have to do, I have to have something to give me some extra, like, oomph. And I'm wondering if, let's see here. Because what would we even do for attributes? That's the fun part. D&D 5e character stat gen. Should be chicken dinner. There it is. chickendinner.com. Alright. Because, yeah, if I'm doing this number, if I'm doing the halfling, I could do... I could do something like that and just be like A-okay with any of my stupid things I wanted to do. We could do something like that. And that'd be fine because you're at that point you're just being a single stat character. If we did other things though, because like this would work if we were doing the artificer, because he just needs intelligence. All of his major things are based off of intelligence. He's just an intelligent whatchamacallit. And then I can do, because that's my background to do the Mark of Healing. No, that's my race. So I still have a background, which ain't bad. Because, yeah, we could do... Problem is, these are just adding to your list of healing spells. Well, I mean, I guess that would open up slots for my artificer for him being able to pick other things. And then I would still have to have it, like, actually memorized, but... What's your spell? Are you, like, a full spellcaster? No, you are not a full spellcaster. You are a half-caster. You're like the bard. And that's a problem, is I need someone who can actually, like, cast full-time. And that's the problem. Your favorite viewer is back. Fill me in. I've been heming and hawing, mostly. Like, I kind of got, like, visual concepts of what I was thinking about doing. Hey, Cricket. Where you have, like, a cleric and a wizard, and we have, like, that's my wrist, ow, thank you. We have, like, the cool centaur dude, we have the, cleric wizard, and then we have, like, the artificer with the battle dog. And I'm ever so slightly leaning towards artificer because it gives us an extra body. But like, it's an extra body, but that's about it. And it does it handles, I can be in the back shooting stuff, the dog can be doing its things, and I can do, you know, I'm fairly flexible in spells, like the first one. Yeah. This guy is just a two-headed monstrosity, who just has lots of spells, which itself is pretty handy. And then the paladin, the centaur paladin, he feels the most bland, but he's kind of like, it's a concept I've wanted to do for a while, but I don't feel it fits really well with what I'm trying to do here. And then we had the other option. What was the other one I was thinking about? There was something else I was thinking about instead of that one, but I don't remember what it was. Blurg. Oh, druid. That was the other one I was considering. I was doing a druid, because you could do a circle of shepherds and just have lots of pets. Because my friend Joe is, he's playing a circle of shepherds in my other game that I'm in on Saturdays. And he just summons pets and then just lets them do their thing, and all he sits back is just heal, 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 let the pets do the things. And so it's very hands-off, but he still has lots of board presence. The problem is I'm concerned if I do this, I'm going to have too much board presence, because I'm going to have the pets, I'm going to have me. Very nice 34-year-old. Huh? I like how at this point you're just throwing numbers out and seeing if I'm going to react. I'm going to stop reacting to them. That's what's going to happen, because you're just throwing numbers out to guess now. But yes, I think Paladin is fully out. I don't like how that doesn't jive. So we're kind of down to Druid, Artificer, or multi-class Cleric Wizard. Because I do like my multi-class Cleric Wizard. What else am I going to do? I don't know. You said you were working on things and you were like either knitting or crocheting or something. I thought that's what you were going to do. Be a dwarf. Cleric Wizard. Do like 2 levels in Cleric. And then go straight into Wizard. Or just stay Wizard as a dwarf. Though I don't know how I would get access to healing spells if I did that. I gave up. Womp womp. Yeah, is there a way for me to get... Because it'd be cool to run a cleric or a wizard if I could get healing spells. But I don't know of any class that would really let me get those easily. Because like I can get armor proficiency if I'm a dwarf. So if I was a dwarf, right, and I would just say, to hell with my dexterity, to hell with my strength, we're just gonna go all in on being tough and being smart, and just kind of run with that. Let me do that instead. I'm still waiting on the taco stream and Cricket and me sombrero hat. You're not getting a sombrero hat on that cap. You're not. Like, that's a great way to get your hand bitten off. Not really bitten off, but he will not tolerate a hat. So we do this. I don't know. Why is my phone doing buzzers? What's going on? Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, this is just a copy of security alert. Okay. Because I signed into that. Instructions unclear, hand is gone, right? No, it's like that one new game that came out where you can pet the giant toad and the toad just eats your arm. And then you can still pet it again, and then you lose your other arm, and then you have no hands anymore. That's what that strikes me as. Why is everything buzzing me right now? God, I made a mistake of, like, signing into YouTube, and now I've got, like, all these things where she's like, oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're losing your mind. Let's see, I don't know. Like, the druid makes it really easy to just do whatever, because you just don't care about your physical form at all. And you just focus all on your mental form. And I usually like doing characters like that more than I like... more than not. Because, like, yeah, that would be... if I was doing... yeah, if I was going to do a druid, I would do something to this tune, I think. And that'd be a pretty easy build. So you making tacos or nachos? It depends on how many leftover tortilla shells I have. So if I have enough stuff left over, whatever I didn't use for tacos gets used into nachos. That's the beauty of that. It's just seasoned ground beef. I have the lettuce, I have the tomatoes, I have the cheese, I have the sour cream. I can just put it into a bowl, mix it up, and voila, I have nachos. It's easy. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. Like, I'm like kind of at a loss. Because like I think druid would probably be the easiest to slot into our party setup. Artificer, I don't think has enough spells. Save me a play. You're a little far away. I don't know if that would work out that well. You're a little far away. Yeah, having a dog would be really handy. It would be really handy to have a dog. I could always just make it a battle cat too. I really wanted to. Microwave it. I don't think Australian Customs would let me ship something like that. I had a friend of mine once, he tried to ship a can of Spam to Australia, and they did not at all let that go through Customs. They stopped it. So... You know what pet we have? A battle goat. I mean, you could do a battle goat. You absolutely could. That's not bad with Arcane Jolt. At 9th level, you learn new ways to channel arcane energy to harm or heal. When either you hit a target with a magic weapon attack, or your skilled defender hits a target, you can channel a magical energy through the strike to create one of the following effects. The target takes an extra 2d6 force damage, or one creature or object you can see within 30 feet of the target. Healing energy flows into the chosen recipient, restoring 2d6 hit points to it. And you can use this a number of times per day, equal to your intelligence modifier. Which is not bad. That kind of leans into like the combat medic thing. So like this feels like it would fit really well with our party comp. The druid, I'm pretty sure it would work well, but I'm concerned it would be overkill. Actually, I should probably just message the GM and go, hey, tooling around with ideas, did you have a preference? Where is Brian? There you are. Druid. in the front. Was a art. So I suppose, what are the, because like I'm thinking about it, right? Because druids just get, like I can still summon the things as other classes, right? So like I would just need to look at spells available to wizards. So let's maybe look at that. Ooh, we have 3 victims watching. Ooh, my, 3 victims. Now when you put it like that, that's a little concerning almost. How many do we have in Twitch? We got a couple in Twitch. We definitely at least have like a couple of victims, you know. Wizard spell list. Do we have any summoning spells? We have nothing for level 1. Level 2. We don't have any summon things. Level 3. Okay, there we go. Now we have summon Fae, summon lesser demons. Maybe it's a druid thing. Maybe druids just have a lot easier access to summoning spells. Speak with animals. Oh yay, victims. Victim? I hardly know him. Oh, god damn it, Pete. I have a perfect name for your character. Okay. Well, I mean, respectfully, I'm gonna veto anything that's too weird. Very funny. Okay, no, that's immediately vetoed. Puns are vetoed. Sorry, that's it. That's done. No more. No. Okay, so Summon Beast is a level 2 druid spell. Does anyone else get Summon Beast? Hugh Jazz is perfect. I'm not really seeing how that's punny. Oh, Hugh Jazz. I don't know. No, puns are bad. No, vetoed. Absolutely vetoed. You know, maybe that's what I should look at is D&D 5e summoning. Here we go, summoning spells guide. Thanks, RPG bot. Let's see here. 3 types of summon spell: conjure, summon, and other. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't find them, because... Oh, maybe that's what it was, is I was... Conjure animals is 3rd level. Okay. Whipray head shake of disappointment. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that summed it up exactly. I was just like, no, not even. Okay, so that's all of those things. Conjure Celestial is no. Conjure Elemental is no. Conjure Fae is apparently really good. But that's a 6th level spell. Conjure Minor Elementals. Okay. Conjure Woodland Beings. Okay. Summon creature spells. Aberration at 4th level. Beast at 2nd level. which I think that was the druidic one. Summon beast, yeah. Summon celestial, summon construct. Summon draconic spirit, elemental. Huh. Summon undead. Pete, you want to play tic-tac-toe? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Practical guide for mounted combat. You could summon only motions. More stops being durable enough to take on adventures. However, once fight becomes less useful, fights the only skill ability by taking most amount easily replaceable. Okay. How does that work? Sorry, Sophia. Fine steed. Oh. Yes, you find a mountain combat. Okay. Infernal calling. Inner ally. Spirit of death. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about all these. Mounting, dismounting, forced dismounting, controlling amount. These are a lot of extra rules, and I don't know if I want to deal with all this. Oh, that's a lot of extra stuff. Good grief. Mounted enemies. Yeah, Sophia, it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to really do the ticky, the tacky, and the towing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need some type of other music. This light jazz is driving me up the wall. I almost am tempted to throw on. There we go. Chill trap beats. I can deal with this. Yeah, I'm about to lose my mind from that jazz. I like jazz in small doses. I don't like listening to jazz for 2 hours. No, I can't do it anymore because I was listening to that at work today too. Wait, no, I said it. I knew it. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know if... Honestly, I'm kind of getting burned out of D&D. I really am. Like, I've done almost everything. I've been playing it since it came out. I've done almost every single thing in 5th edition D&D that you can do. Which is why I start doing weird shit with, like, multi-classing, because I can't think of anything else to do. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know if I want to... I'm kind of feeling less and less about the druid. Because admittedly, I think we're like level 7 or 8, which also probably helps with Joe's summoning and stuff like that. So anything else going on? Do you have any questions about Australia? Nah, I don't have any at the moment. I mean, I'm sure I could probably do like a Q&A later or something like that, but not today. My brain's a little mush. I've had a really long day at work. And so like I got paged at like 8 this morning, my time. And then I was working from like 8 until 6:30, 7. So it was almost like a 10 or 11 hour shift. Can't even do the hokey pokey. No hokey pokey. But yeah, no, so I did that, and I'm like, I pretty much crashed as soon as I went to sleep, or as soon as I finished work, and so I'm kind of like, even right now, I'm just kind of like, I'm not wanting to, I'm struggling even just to make a D&D character. Because I also need to come up with like some type of backstory or something like that to make this work too. Yeah, the druid I think would be pretty... I've always wanted to do a druid just because like the shape shifting is super duper handy. And being able just to go like, rawr, I'm a bear, you know, or rawr, I'm just a random other critter. Because what was it? You can just... Yeah, starting at second level, you can magically assume the shape of a beast. Restriction is no flying or swimming speed, but as soon as you get level 4, you can now have a swimming speed. So I could change into like a house cat or something like that. You should take a rest from streaming when you're tired. I mean, like, I slept from probably like 7 o'clock until I think 4 in the morning. So I mean, I got like a good 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Like I'm rested. I'm just mentally not wanting to do a lot of like thinky stuff, which is the problem because like I want to go play Ghost of Tsushima, and I want to play Tarkov, and I want to do all these other things, and I'm like just not wanting to do that. Just don't want to do that. But yeah, the druid has like always has these really nice like out of combat applications. I got 1 hour sleep. You need to get yourself some sleep yourself, Sophia. Wake up, Whip, you're dreaming. No, I'm not real. No, trust me, you're real. Dream me would not be making that many puns. And that many bad puns at that. No. But yeah. This is... The wild shaping itself is really, really handy. Because also, if you really wanted to be stupid, you could be a Druid of the Moon. And then you can ignore the match challenge rating on the B shapes table. So you can start doing some crazy shape changing. Wake me up inside. Oh god. That's a throwback. Some Linkin Park bullshit. Crawling in my skin. These wounds they will not heal. Yeah, no, I really do like the druid's like hyper flexible. Cause like Circle of the Shepherd is really good for summons. And it's a not weird character. Now, admittedly, I could do this, and then I could do something, because I would still leave open my race and my background for whatever I wanted to. I don't tend to sleep a lot. I can't sleep anyways. I had some sleep apnea things that were causing me to have some issues sleeping. And once I got that fixed, I was able to sleep pretty well. Because I used to like wake up all the time exhausted, and now I can actually get a good night's sleep, which helps for me staying asleep. Is like, I'm tired. I can actually sleep and feel rested, so I'm gonna do that. When the spirit appears, gains temporary HP 5 plus your druid level. Jiggy aura, hawk spirit, unicorn spirit. Hit points in your druid level. That one's really good for being like just a background or a back thing. I just don't sleep. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You also work in like a machine shop, so that itself lends it to having weird hours. Don't need it. Yeah, just infuse more Red Bull and shit into your veins and you're good to go. Yeah, I guess if I was doing the druid thing though, I would have really early access to the stuff, because at level 3, I think we would have level 2 spells. Yeah, we'd have level 2 spells, and that is when you can summon beasts and conjure critters. So I could actually start doing, I could start doing a bunch of stuff, and that would kind of let me roll without having to like really fight with things. So then if we're doing a cleric or a druid, would we do something like that? Maybe? I don't know. Because I could... What would I do with this? I could do something like that. And then +2 wisdom, plus... This is the rub. I don't know what to put these points into. Yorick, something wicked stirs the fabric universe. The first Cluid has emerged to forever alter the landscape of divinity-granted magic. The Cluid? Yorick, that is some, like, cursed words there. The Cluid. Also, I realize my background thing for the text is incredibly difficult to read. I need to maybe this weekend just go through and fix all of my overlays and my OBS stuff so that it actually looks presentable. Because so many of my things are just difficult to read because, like, I need, like, a background at the top up there. Because that's hard to read sometimes. Your chat was almost invisible with a white background. No caffeine, just Coke at this point. I love bubbles, laughing my ass off, free energy. Man, YouTube chat is unhinged. But yeah, that's where we're at with Yorick right now, is we're trying to figure out a D&D character, because my last character, Fire in the Distance, who was a Tabaxi bard, died horrifically. And they're a little dead now. So, yeah. Where is the online? Yeah, I can pull up the picture of the bard and his band. We had it on earlier, but I'll pull it up again. Dead characters aren't known for their fun of play. Yeah, that's... And I kind of got, like, murdered by a giant evil fish. Here we go, that works. Let's do that. Hold on a minute. Boop. So, this was Fire. Who were the other people in the band? I actually had it written down. I just don't know if I have that character sheet, or the thing for the character sheet where it had the members of the band. Bio and info, attributes. Oh wait, here's bio. Okay, so we had Moon, who was the guitarist. Fire, who was the vocals, and I played the violin. Coil, who was the drummer. He was a small size Tabaxi. And then Phase, who was the bassist. And the band was called The Mumbling Mists. And they were all Tabaxi. Guys, I hear someone screaming outside my window. Don't talk to whatever it is outside. It's not human. And it wants to eat your face. If anything from Appalachia has told me that, that is what is outside. Do not go outside. Do not look at it. Do not acknowledge it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just don't let it in. No matter what it tells you, don't let it in. Don't listen to Pete. Don't listen to Pete. But yeah, so, yeah, my bard died. Level 2 by a giant murderous fish and its scores of piranhas. And he was eaten to death while completely submerged in water. So, I'm making a new character, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. So, I'm, like, debating between a halfling battlesmith artificer with maybe the Mark of Healing, because that's kind of neat. I was debating a custom race. I just want to chat. That's how I chat out. God. The other one was going to be a custom race of a miniature giant two-headed Etten with intelligence implanted into it by the Fae, who was a wizard cleric hybrid. One head was one race or one class. The other head was the other class. We were talking about being a centaur paladin based roughly off of the knights from Shining Force. And then the other fourth unnamed character was going to be a druid. and I was kind of leaning between the artificer and the druid. But also having two different heads to talk and roleplay with is also kind of funny, because like you could do one incredibly stupid and you can do one incredibly smart. Because I mean, it's a cleric and a wizard. And you can also do two different voices. So like, I don't know, boss. What do you think? I think, Esquire, you're stupid. And just kind of like, just, you know, things like that where you have two personalities. But that would also be mentally a lot to keep up with. Whereas the druid would be pretty straightforward for combat and wouldn't take a lot of thinking. Honestly, the druid and the artificer are pretty simple. But the other problem I run into is where we had this came up. No, not in that browser. We had this other situation come up where, like, for what my role in the party typically was, is that was our fighter, that was me, the bard, our rogue, and then our batshit insane goblin sorcerer, Bat. And so my character ended up hurting cats both inside and outside the band. And yeah, doing like I'm balancing the idea of I'm gonna have to still, like, what's the word for it, wrangle the party to get things done, because like only one person is moderately like competent and an adult, as it were. There are two adults in the room, and it's Irene, the half-orc rogue, and it was Fire, the Tabaxi bard of all things. And so I didn't even, like, I don't even know what else to really do at that point for, like, a responsible character. But we also don't have a lot of melee presence, because that's kind of what got me killed, is we just got overrun and all of our soft squishy people got soft squishied. Give me a sec, gotta go on Dora the Explorer type shit in my yard. Oh boy. What was it? It's 14 hours. It's 10 at night. Why are you going outside, Sophia, at 10 at night? Like, stay inside. Whatever's outside can stay outside. Like, that just seems to me like a not good idea. Like, that's some, like, no, that's some of that stuff you just don't go outside with. But yeah, and so I'm like, I'm not sure if or what I want to do, because I kind of want to do the goofy two-headed guy, but I don't know if it's gonna be interesting. Let me in, I'm cold. Don't you fucking do that. Don't you fucking do that. Don't do that. Help, I don't know what that was. Well, everyone literally told you not to go outside. What happened? And Pete doesn't count. Pete is not good advice. He is irresponsible and here just for the lulz. It was crazy. Yeah, you don't go outside at 10 o'clock at night. You shut your damn blinds and you don't pay attention to it. It'll scream itself out. It probably explains my childhood. But yeah, so you've got the halfling, which is, I mean, like, I've always liked the halfling. And I've really liked the idea of playing one with the Mark of Healing, so you just have access to the healing magic. But, because what are the other options you get? Light Hood, you can... Lucky. No, everyone has Lucky, you get... Okay, you can attempt to hide. Okay, so that's what it was. It's like, halflings are good. It was screaming for hugs. Hug it. Don't hug it. No. Yeah, the Artificer would give us a pet and let me do the healing and switch hitting and give us buffs, because we could do the infusions. How many infusions do you get at level 3? Only 2. But 4 infusions. And 3 first level spells. No, you have 3 first level spell slots. Ah. Yeah, I think it was the dogs, and I couldn't save the trip over when I ran. But Sophia, we need to work on your self-preservation instincts. These are just... I'm disappointed. That's my old man moment. I'm disappointed. Dog, oh yeah. Let's look at the artificer and fusions. What can we get? Magical strength. No. Armor of tools. No. Arcane focus. It's not bad. While holding this item, a creature gains +1 bonus to attack. Spell attack rolls. In addition, the creature ignores half cover when making spell attacks. It's not terrible. Enhanced defense. So a suit of armor or shield. Enhanced weapon. Helm of awareness. And a homunculus servant. What would you do with a homunculus? I mean, it's essentially a familiar, but still. Mind sharpener. Oh, that's kind of nifty. You can use it to keep your spells. Radiant weapon. Can't do that yet. Repeating shot. +1 attack bonus to range and damage rolls. And ignores the loading property. And it makes its own ammo. Okay, so that's kind of handy. And then you can do replicate magic item. Okay. Pulse and shield, resistant armor, returning weapon. That's actually kind of nifty too. Got a throwing weapon that returns. Oh my, I just put on a 35-year-old. Told you, Sophia, like, you've made too many guesses at this point. I'm not going to acknowledge it anymore. I'm just going to let you stew and try and figure it out. You're on your own. Yeah, like, artificers have a lot of good utility, but they're really combat focused, and I kind of want to be more focused on casting. And honestly, that multi-class thing does kind of sound appealing, because of the way the stacking works, I would be casting at 3rd level spells, but I would just have my access to... I would have access to 2 spells worth of lists. Which is still pretty flexible. Crying. Hey, you did this to yourself. Like, you could have slowly, more methodically tried guessing it. The Night Cannons aren't dogs. So, I should become a stalker. I don't think Chernobyl needs more stalkers right now. I hear the skies are clear. I made a joke. I wonder if I could do... Could I do an artificer wizard? That's a thought. Pete, what does that mean? Okay, hold on. I got you. I'll explain the joke. Let's see. Stalker. It's a first-person shooter set in Chernobyl. It's an expansion to Stalker, and there's Stalker 2, I think, is out. Heart of Chernobyl. So... that's the reference I was making. If I was doing an artificer wizard, that would make my character a lot more monoclassed for bullshit I need to do. Because then I wouldn't need to really do a whole lot else, would I? The attributes are so finicky. I could do something like that as a druid. Or I guess as a wizard too, technically. It's actually not a terrible stat spread. But with no dex, your armor class is gonna be ass. So if I was gonna do the artificer, I'd have to do something like that, I think, to really make it work. Make it work. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Because, yeah. And this is what I run into is, like, I don't know. Because, like, this would be a pretty good melee character. Because I could do +1 int, +2 con. And so I'd have a 16 intelligence, 16 constitution score. I'd be the artificer. So I'd have the D8 hit die. I could take one of my backgrounds being the thing where I get a feat or something like that. And then I could have toughness for an extra 2 HP level, I think. So at that point, I'm getting 13 HP a level in medium armor with the max bonuses and stuff like that. I'm pretty fucking crunchy at that point. Or I could just be really dumb and do... Could I do something like that? Or do I want to do something like that? That's that dumb. You know, what I could do, and the option I haven't been considering at all, is I could do the stupid... I could do the two-headed Etten, and I could have them be the artificer. That's a thought I didn't have. Or I could do the paladin. What's the paladin's? Hold on. I'm having a thought here. I'm having an epiphany. Hold on. So let's close out the bulk of those. What if? Whoa! Oh shit! Don't do that. Ungroup it. So what if? Right? What if we do? Where is it? We could do multi-class bullshit, but it would be Paladin, Warlock, and then we needed... Where's Centaur? There it is. What does Centaur do? Medium speed, walking speed 40. Attack with your hooves. Brings you one of the following skill choice: animal handling, medicine, nature, or survival. Common, and I could do one other language. Warlock, when do you get your pact? So you could do a pact with the Fae. Now, when do you get the pact boon? Oh no, you'd have to do... No. You'd have to do the Hexblade. Let's do here. Whenever you finish something, so one weapon attack with that weapon, you can use your charisma modifier instead of strength or dexterity for its attack and damage rolls. Aha. Okay, so we could do that one for first level Warlock Hexblade. And then do Paladin. I think we're getting a plan now, kids. Because I'm like, how do I get so I can just, do whatever? Okay, so the next question is for multi-classing. Multi-class. What are the rules for multi-classing? I might actually have to pull up a book for this. Desktop. We're looking for... I don't know if I have... Do I have the player's handbook already downloaded? Got the character sheets. I don't see it. Okay, we have an ad break starting in about a minute. Let's see here. D&D 5e multi-class rules. There we go. So in order to be a multi-class paladin, you have to have strength 13 and charisma 13, and a warlock has to be 13 charisma. So if we set this, because we want that to be that, 13. So these are the stats we have to make this work at all. We could want that. Okay, so we're a little over on stats as soon as we do that. Oops. But that's fine. Drop that. That actually would work. We could go all in on charisma, constitution, and strength. And then we'd just be single attribute dependent at that point. We don't care about our strength. What are the rules for heavy armor? Miscellaneous? Where is racial feats? Items. We needed adventuring gear with armor and shield. So I need 15 strength. Otherwise, I get reduce the armor wearers by 10 feet. Ow. So that's the downside. Is I have to. Oof. I have to. You take that penalty there. That's the trick. Yo, what time is it for you, Whipray? It is 6:37 in the morning. The sun should be coming up in about 20 minutes. So the issue with being a centaur and doing that is I lose 10 feet of my movement if I wear heavy armor, and I could just wear normal chainmail and be okay. But I have to have at least 15 strength, which is a little like, damn it. Because otherwise we're just looking at chain mail. Damn, it's really, yeah, I mean, like I said, I went to sleep right after I got off of work, and I slept my full 8 hours. I'm rested, but so if I did the warlock bullshit, like that kind of almost having to have, if I'm wanting to wear armor, that's going to cause a problem there, because I don't have the dex to wear light armor. Though I could just say to hell with it and then just do that. And just go, well, sucks to suck. Yeah, it's annoying that Paladin doesn't. What does Charisma do for their stuff? Saving throws. You can use your Defying Sense once per thing. You can do your Lay on Hands. It's just 5 times your power level. So Charisma's not really what it meant to be. Ah, spellcasting ability is your Charisma. Okay. And you get 5th level spells. That almost feels like one of those things you could arguably ignore. Which is a little frustrating. Because like charisma used to be a lot more apparent. Okay, so that kind of like nixed that idea of being like this cool multi-classed whatchamacallit. Now, on the same token, what I could do too medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. It's a cool idea, but it's just like with how the stats are and the stat builds, I don't have enough points to really do it. Because of the whole multi-classing restrictions. What other things could I do? Could be a dwarf. There's a couple of cool dwarves. You can do... Yeah, you can do hill dwarf for the extra HP every level. Or just start with light and medium armor training. And then dwarves also don't care about heavy armor. Whipray, when is your birthday? It's in July. There'll be an announcement when it happens. July 12th. Oh, let's see here. I could do... The current version, new one. Yeah, this is the rub we run into, is like I need to, like, I want to do these multiple things, but what else I could do if I was wanting to do the multi-class thing? I could just do that. And that would be an okay stat spread for the dwarf. And just go full in on HP. Because if I did that one... If I did that one character where I get the extra HP for being a dwarf, that's 2, and we would do the 2-in-1, so I'd have 16 intelligence and a 16 constitution. That's 3 HP from the constitution, 1 HP from the race. I think toughness for another 2. That put me at 6. So I'm getting like 12 HP level, I think. Or is toughness more than that? Tough? 2 HP. So yeah, it's 2 HP level. So that would be 2... Wait. Custom. Let's do 2 that. So that'd be 3, 4, 5 from tough, 1 from the racial. That's 6. Wizards are a D6. That's 12 HP level. There's a spider room. It's Australia, Sophia. There's spiders everywhere. Even I know that. There's spiders everywhere. Yeah, I think... I don't know. Like, I've done this character before. It's a cool character. Alternatively, I could always do, like... I don't know, because Warlock doesn't give you any spells. I could do Artificer at the rip, and then I wouldn't have to have this Wisdom at all. And that frees up a lot of points to do other things with. Like, I don't know... that? For good armor? I don't know. What? I'm Australian. I'm gonna go grab it. That's a choice. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm really like... I'm like torn, because I've done the multi-classed spell slot thing. That's really good just to have that many damn spells. Small spells bomb. That's fair. Yeah, I guess I could maybe just look at other classes or races that would be interesting. Because, like, the thing with doing... I mean, I guess I could do... one thing I never really looked at, I guess, was Cleric. Like, I'm loath to do Cleric, but I also am just like, maybe I've been ignoring this. Absolute Endure bugs and insects. I can clearly see your survival instinct is still lacking. Let's see here. War, Twilight. Just resting, Twilight Sanctuary. That's insane. I can already assume if I'm going to play a centaur of any kind, people are going to make horsing around jokes. They're going to make terrible puns. And knowing that entire group of people, they're all going to be like, oh yes, yes, puns, 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 puns. Terrible people. So poisonous snakes, I love the colors and tongues. That's fair. Yeah, poisonous snakes do look cool. Wait, you mean poisonous or venomous? Because I assume you mean like the kind that can, like, you know, and then, you know, you die. I'm like, I don't think any snakes are actually poisonous. Like a frog would be. Ranger, sorcerer, warlock. Yeah, the only ones that are interesting to me would be like the warlock plus the paladin. Like, there's a difference. Yeah, so hold on a minute. There's a really good, where'd it go? Meme. Yeah, so the short of it is poisonous means if you eat it, it's poison. You die, is the short of it. Venomous means if it tries to eat you, you die. Because the venomous, it has the venom that it does its thing with. Poisonous, it just has the poison on it. That's the difference. So like that's why you have like poison toad frogs and stuff like that. So technically splitting of hairs, but I had a brain that was just like, what snakes are poisonous? I don't think there are any snakes that you would want to lick. And then, yeah. That's where that went. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this jazz is driving me up the wall. Stop it. Stop the jazz. Oh my god. Oh, give me anything else, please. Give me lo-fi. Thank you. Just want lo-fi. How hard is it for no copyright, no lo-fi? Please help me. Even this is just a little jazzy too. My soul. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, dwarves have some cool stuff. And you can either have armor proficiency, or you can do, because yeah, you can either take your racials or you can take the other things. So I would probably just take the strength and the con boosts and just suffer with just that. So I could do that, and then that would be like what, 2. But even then, that kind of lends itself to being like kind of like a melee character, which I suppose I could just do a battle mage. Just go straight up combat. Because then I could do, humorously, if I did this number, I could do a hill dwarf. Is that what? Hill dwarf? No, a mountain dwarf. Well, then it's because they get the better stat because they get the armor proficiency. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should just like, you know, that's actually, you know, that's a race I didn't look at. Dragonborn. Because they get their like breath weapons and stuff like that, and they get a bunch of different breath weapons. They get resistances, and then you could like do other stuff too. That actually wouldn't be terrible. Dark vision. I want that. Chromatic dragon. Earth weapon, draconic resistance, chromatic warding, metallic. Be a brass dragon. I think brass dragons had the sense of humor, didn't they? D&D. Are these the ones who are like jokers? Personality, gregarious, the true dragons, brass dragons are famously or infamously love to talk and engage in friends and foes alike in the hours of long-winded conversation. Question factor of manifestation of draconic hubris. The brass dragons would constantly count humility as one of the great virtues. Brass dragons could not stand to let any intelligent being miss the benefit of their company and great conversational skills because they thought themselves so great at it. Okay, so we could be a dragonborn. Brass dragon. You can make yourself immune to, oh no, they're just different. 5th level, you gain a second breath weapon. When you take the attack action on a turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhaustion and a 15-foot cone. Yeah, that's terrifying. See a strength save, push 20 feet away, knock prone. Well, that's interesting. Interesting. I didn't consider that. Gem Dragon. That's kind of new. Yeah, I'm not feeling Dragonborn. Like, the Centaur still feels really cool. But you need to find something that goes well with it. So... Centaur build D&D 5e. Did I see Charlie Morningstar? You probably did. Somewhere. Somewhere, I would say. Ravnica. Riding Centaurs. Charge. Move speed and opportunity attack versus mobile feet goes alongside both. Removing both the opportunity attacks and adding 10 feet to move speed. Versus you get 60 feet. Straight turn with a melee attack. Okay. So Artificer, Battlesmiths. Barbarian is a good choice for a Centaur. A Fighter, Cleric, Paladin, Ranger, Artificer. Yeah, these just aren't jiving for the Centaur. Especially in this role in the party. I felt at one point I had a bunch of bookmarks put together for, here we go, an eclectic mix of fun and effective builds from Giant and Playground. Do that. Let's see if this helps. So we have the Celestial Generalist. Being a Celestial Warlock. Variant Human, Celestial Tomelock, 12. Moderately armored. Cantrips are Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, Eldritch Blast, Mage Hand, Shillelagh, Shapewater, Guidance, Light, Sacred Flame. Yes, they know. 9 cantrips. 4 from base, 2 from Celestial, 3 from Tome. All curing spells, Invocations, Maddening Hex, Healer, Diplomancer, Thief, Magic Detector, Ritual Caster. God, you've got access to every class's rituals from the Book of Secrets. Archer. Actually, that kind of is kind of neat. Ride of the Valkyrie, Paladin. Sword and Shield. The Wood Elf Magic Commando. The Arcana Cleric Frontliner. Okay, that looks really fucking cool. Okay, that's really cool. Alright. Variant Human is Arcana Cleric 1 through 20. Wisdom Con, Dex, all stats taste. Magic Initiate. Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, Word of Radiance, Toll the Dead, Guidance Mining Light. Say... Overcaster, with our Magic Initiative, single attribute dependent. I'm almost tempted to take Magic Initiate first to get Shillelagh right out the door and then take Warcaster. Because feats are feats, you know? And then just go all Wisdom in with that. The caster build, Swing's build doesn't tell you why it's subject to know what to do with it because you get the thing. Booming Blade is a lot more dangerous than usual from these guys because potent spellcasting adds your wisdom on both Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Tech Magic, Magic Missile. Gain Arcana skill and 2 cantrips of your choice in the wizard's spell list. Oh, hell. Okay, I'm seeing here. And you do Shillelagh, so you're using your wisdom modifier to hit. Yeah, okay. Anything that raises your defenses. Offense you caster. Okay, so you would do that one. And you should get concentration, bonus action, possibly minions. Damn Find OA, moves from tank to half. Spellbreakers and anti-magic gold. Another thread. Decent AC and defense makes it almost impossible level of enemies to hit you with make Spirit Guardians with dodge and effective way of taking out swarms. Okay, we might do this actually, because this is a pretty dead easy build to do. Because like I'm looking for a support character who can heal the party. So we're either looking at the Celestial Gift Lock, or we were looking at the Arcana Cleric Frontline. Because like we need a frontline cleric, and so that is pretty fucking baller to do that. What is that? Battlemaster Fighter? Ritual Caster, okay. It's not terrible. Everybody, DPR, player, super build, nice things about not being a sword lock it in. So in campaign magic items around the table, helps us phone OSIN. Okay. See, I'm like either leaning towards the Celestial Warlock. Because I could do the weird two-headed thing with this one if I wanted to as well. Pact of the Chain Familiars. Gift of Alacrity from Fane Touched. Fire, Mystic Arcanums, Jesus. Start using Charisma, take your Cleric, take a 2, and then work the rest out. Bless, Hex, Hellish Rebuke, and Armor of Agathis. Lesser Restoration. What races would you do here? Race doing adding Aura Vitality, masking your word you list. So any good Warlock race. Which means I could just take that and do whatever. So like either one of these actually would work fairly well. Like this one doesn't care about the feats at the start. This one, you want a variant human. Because I think variant human gets, what, +1 to 2 stats? If I remember right. Ah, yeah, here we go. So you get... Yeah, you get +1 to 2 attributes. And then a feat. Or you can do... Ooh, custom? Was it this one? So you get 1 attribute of your choice by +2, and you get 1 feat of your choice. So you get a feat and 1 bump up of 2. So I could do something weird. Because this, I think, was put together before Tasha's came out. Yeah, 2019, so that came out before that came out. This came out before that came out, I should say. Because, yeah, you would do... I wish they would tell you... +4, charisma... Moderately armored warcaster, so that's 1, 2, 3 of those. That's at level 12. Where is this? So we'll reset this. So this one was, they probably wanted, so it's charisma, dexterity, and con. So they probably did that, right? Charisma, dex, and con. We need at least a 14 there. Except now we're over. Yay. So what would they probably would have done this then, maybe? Or caster that. I would have pumped them up to there. Where is their... Yeah, as the human thing, they probably would have done charisma and constitution as their two things. They have both of those at 16 at the start. They have their feet. "13 healing words a day." Good grief. Sight, ritual caster from Book of Ancient Secrets. Eldritch Blast. You have the Dex AC of a Dex fighter. Bonus action with heal and veteran second win. Armor Agathis. Shillelagh. You're still, you have 25x ON. Warcaster. So the turn move past you. Your Booming Blade AoE for a fuck ton of damage. Yep, that's pretty fucking good. I wish they would tell you like what the actual breakdown was. They tell you like what your final thing is at 12. So if we actually booked this down from 12, right? So that would be 16 there, 15, and then 16? So 15... Is that right? That would be a 15. Didn't touch that. And 4. So how is he getting a 16? Unless he's starting. Oh, unless he's like doing that number. I don't like that. That's like super power gamey. I don't like that at all. Because like there's no versatility there. Like you do 3 things, that's it. You. Okay, and I don't like that's cool. I'd rather almost do this guy. Yeah, strength, con, dex, 14 to stay. Yeah, so you would, for this one, you would do you're not doing charisma at that point, you would be doing wisdom. So you do 15 there, 15 there. Probably you can do like that. And we still have points left over, too, for doing this, too. So we could even do... I hate this. Why am I like this? So you just need to get your dex to 14, your strength and your con. Okay, so if we did custom race... Right. We do custom race. Where it was just 2 to a single stat. Right? So we could do that. Plus 2 the thing. And, you know, that guy's good to go. As it were. And then we just leave that there. And that actually works out reasonably well. That actually works out reasonably well. The problem is my armor stats are trash. But I'm wearing medium armor, so I'm actually not getting penalized anyway, so that's actually kind of fine. That's a thought I had not considered. That one requires the feet right off the rip, though. That's just essentially a single class cleric. And they do get resilient constitution at 16 and lucky at 19. And I would flip it so I would get magic initiate at the start and then get warcaster after at 4. And then wisdom to bump us up to 20 wisdom. Because like I still get my feet either way. But I wonder if the variant human is better than the other custom. Because at least this one I get dark vision. Yeah, you get the dark vision, you get feet. It's not terrible. What other races could we do? Do the turtle or the... I'm still really tempted to do the centaur, because centaurs are cool. But I also don't know how that would really be helpful for me. Like, cool, we have these things, but like it doesn't really jive with what we're going for. Like, this one right here works decently because he is just purely kind of... He's being a halfling. So he doesn't care about the extra feats. Yeah, he does Life Cleric and then Celestial Chain Warlock. So that would be... I could kind of do whatever I wanted to there. Which is a cool... Yeah, having the familiar, having the offense, so you can do the alacrity from Fey Touch, spam guidance anytime we're not concentrating something else, essentially foresight. They took the healing thing. I wonder if you took Twilight, if it'd be any better. The Twilight Domain, which gives you some bonus initiative. But I do kind of really like this Arcana Cleric frontliner. Problem is the build, air quote, relies on being a variant human. But you would get a couple of things with that, wouldn't you? Because it's... Arcana, you get Arcana skill, 2 cantrips of your choice from the wizard list. So you get the 2 things, you get some other stuff. Yeah, like levels 2 on these guys don't do you a whole lot. I wonder what was the thing with Twilight? Was Twilight stuff all first level? Armor, Eyes of Night, Dark Vision up 300 feet. Get advantage on initiative rolls. Yeah, arguably, this one right here, instead of doing the healing one, you could do. So what does healing do? What's life? What's life do? Whenever you use a spell first level hard, restore hit points to your creature in 2 plus the spell's level. That's not really that great, but I guess the important thing is you get Bless and Cure Wounds memorized at all times. Which is, you know, neat, but I have to go feed the bunkers now. See you later. See you, New York. Have a good one. I'm probably wrapping up here in a minute myself. Because my plan was to kind of head off at around 7-ish. Am I still even live on Blue Sky? No, it just turned off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still really mulling over that. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I do appreciate it, man. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I'm thinking like this is badass, but just doesn't have the strength to kind of back it up. Or the charisma. I mean, it's tanky. It's cool. But admittedly, this is such a simple build that I like it. And it's just literally just straight cleric. Warding Bond is great. With item, party combos, and heavily favorite liners, because one of the things is good at finishing enemies from prone to move past you. Yeah, this is where it's kind of like handy. But I also really like this one right here, which is the sheer maddening amount of spells. Because, like, oh my god. Because this is like... This is a lot. Yeah, that's really, 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 really good. 8 cantrips known, 4 first level slots, 2 second level spots, 1 plus warlock level healing light charges, resilience, invocation, eventually 1 longer healing vengeance, 2 sorcery points on top of all of our warlock spell slots and mystic arcanums. Duration lasting counters, done resources about that the whole day. Warlock resources, 1 hour ritual, for example. Hex in the morning, and still have the spell going. Use concentration, recast hex using first level cards. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards this. Con. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards this because it also has the familiar, which is pretty handy. Welcome back, Pete. Yeah, we've narrowed it down. We're either going to do this really cool artwork for the Arcana Cleric, which is cool because I've always liked doing mixed type clerics, or we're going to do this homogenized, weird super healer that is all about just not dying and making sure the rest of the party doesn't die and can do their cool swingy spells. Because, you know, they're consistent damage dealers and stuff like that. And leaning towards these two things. Because, like, having another frontliner is good. Because we have a rogue who needs to be able to flank. And as a cleric, I could also do summon creatures. And then... Or just being able just to spit out heals so people don't fucking die is also really good. Because, oh yeah, and lots of initiative boosts and stuff like that too. So I can just, like, be a little bit of a controller, which is something I like. Like being able to just kind of go, no, you need to move here, you need to move there, or leave me alone, so on and so forth. So I'm lightly leaning towards the Warlock. I'm already playing a Warlock in, what is it? I'm playing a Warlock in my Saturday game. Or my Sunday game. So I'm, like, hesitant to do a second Warlock. However, the Cleric is a melee beat stick who also heals, murders, and does everything pretty well, and it's single attribute dependent. The only downside is... Well, no, there's not really a downside, because the attributes are fairly well balanced. You would just run this, essentially. And so you're relatively durable. You can still take some backgrounds to get some other things, and I could probably load up on a bunch of knowledge skills. Because at this point you would get knowledge, divinity. Not this one. That's Twilight. Arcana. Or not as much as I would like to do a Centaur. No. Twirl. So we'd either do a custom lineage or we would do a variant human. I'm leaning towards the custom lineage because it's neater. It's more interesting. Because, like, the variant human is just like one and two things. Actually, let's look at human, actually. What are the options for human? So you get one extra language, and the variant is you get one skill and one feat. The custom thing is you either get dark vision or skill, but you get one attribute as +1 or +2. Which, humorously, if you want to be really dumb about it, you could take one of the feats that give you... you could take one of the feats that give you, like, bonus... attribute bonus right at the start and have, like, an 18 starting stat, if you wanted to be silly. Yeah, leaning towards that with the two-headed thing, but yeah, you could run that. Like, it took us almost the entire night, but we have, I think, figured out what we're doing for this thing tonight. We're gonna do the cleric. So we would do the cleric. They get 2 skills: history, insight, medicine, persuasion, religion. We would probably take religion and persuasion, maybe. Persuasion and religion. Then you would get Arcana, and then backgrounds. And then the question is if I want to be a creature that doesn't have dark vision. Because if I don't have dark vision, I get another skill. What do we have for backgrounds? They've got so many different ones. Oh wait, no, they have that rune cat carver. That's right. That gives you history and perception. You learn giant, and then you get rune shaper, which lets you do. You learn the comprehend languages spell. Rune magic. You can know a number of runes equal to half your proficiency bonus round down. Chosen from the rune spells table. Whenever you finish learning, you can choose each rune a non-magical weapon. So then I can get extra spells like Long Strider, Goodberry, all these other things. So some minor things for the rune carving. What other things did we have? There was, I think it was Survivor was one of these. No, Ruined? No. Not that one. Where is... Cloistered Scholar, Athlete, Acolyte, Giant Foundling. Intimidation, Survival, Giant one other choice, some clothes, some money. Haunted one? One of these is ones is like... this may have been... Choose 2 languages. Choose 2 of Arcana, Investigation, Religion, or Survival. Oh, that doesn't have the other thing, though. No. Phalos, I think that might have been what it was. Yeah, Deception, Survival. Choose an energy, the thing. Yeah, you grew up in the Feywild, because I was thinking about doing a thing where he got, like, grabbed by the Fey. Rewarded. Spy. Where was there? One of these was, one of these things was a thing that gave you, like, it was like a survivor kind of thing. Where you got so utterly fucked that you were able to, get some other neat feats. And I don't remember which background it was. Because I thought it was Survivor, but apparently that's not it. Rival. Rewarded. Oh. By a minor boon, you gain a lucky, magic, initiate, or skilled feat. Your choice. Your choice in these feats requires to change your life. Change your 3 wishes, amount of wishing, mission, pay off family debts. Interesting. That would be pretty neat. Because then I could get magic, initiate, and ooh, that would actually free me up a feat pretty early if I wanted to do that. Get Warcaster and Magic Initiate. Also, having skilled is also kind of really neat. Any 3 skills or tools of your choice, because you also gain Insight and Persuasion as bonus skill proficiency. So I could pick up, like, I could barely be like a skill monkey with that. Which would be kind of cool. Well, that's a thought. I didn't think about that one. Excuse me. Because I like that feature where you just get... Here's a feat. There's the barbarian ones. I could have swore it was like... Haunted one, Inheritor... Noble, Pirate, Rewarded, Ruined, I thought was one of them, but I don't think it was. Faceless, maybe? Feat? So, not that kind of feat. Pun lover. No, it's so in Dungeons and Dragons, every 4 levels you can either increase your attributes by 2 points, or you can get a feat, which is a thing that usually is very drastically changing to your character. And so some of the feats are like, you can do different kinds of actions that no one else can, or you can hit more accurately, more harder than more people can typically do, or you get things like, you know, if you're not normally a magical character, well, now you can cast magic. That kind of stuff. And so, you don't get very many of them, and they're usually really powerful, which is why they're also on... They're equal to getting 2 points of abilities points, because those are also very difficult to get. You only get those for every 4 levels. And there are only 20 levels in normal progression. And most games take forever. I was enjoying the feet letter. Mr. Pete. Mr. Pete. Mr. Pete. Oh, here it is. It was ruined. A feature, still standing. You have weathered ruinous misfortune. You possess hidden reserves others don't expect. You either gain the alert, skilled, or tough feat. Your choice. If you yourself senses, choose the art. If you redoubled your efforts, come yours. Just turn to tough. Tempted about that one. You, Mr. Human. Pete the Human. So, you know, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Yeah, okay, so I think we have the idea. We're gonna go with the single-classed cleric, I think, with Arcana. Either that, we're gonna do the Celestial Gift Lock, so the ever-living generalist, because I like having 1,000,001 different spells to cast, but this one is just very simple, and it works, so... You can do some fighting, you can do some healing. It primarily relies on its melee combat, so... Yeah, I think this will be fine. I think this will be fine. And that keeps our... Because I think our party composition is the fighter, a rogue, a sorcerer, and me. And I was a bard, but if we go with the cleric, it's almost like the classical 4 of a party where you have the wizard, the cleric, the thief, and the fighter. But I'm leaning real hard towards this one. Because I also just love that artwork. Oh, it's so good. So we might do that one. I just need to figure out like what kind of a background and then what kind of... Because I want to do the custom lineage. I don't want to be human, because I think we have what we have a half-orc, a goblin, and a tiefling. I want to be like a really monstrously weird character, so. Though I could do, because that other thing gave me the other option to get one of those background things, and this wasn't anticipating that, so I could hypothetically do that and go with a different race. As long as I get either Magic Initiate or Warcaster at the start. So we may be able to look at that. Because there was one of those backgrounds that did that. Hold on. Where was it? It was... I feel like we were just looking at it. Hey. Is it Inheritor? No, it was Fortune. I think it was like Fortune. Great Fortune. Hammer, Cloister. Where'd it go? I saw it. Rewarded. That's what it was. Rewarded. So yeah, you get the lucky Magic Initiate skill, so I can get Magic Initiate right off the rip. So I don't have to be a human. I can be something else and have better stats. Did I already close the stat calculator? So if we're just doing custom and I'm able to do whatever, if I'm just going pure wisdom and essentially that number, that gives me quite a bit of versatility left over. 2, 3, shit. Well, that works because I can do the 1 and the 2, 3. Yeah, humans are super boring. Yeah, and that, like, I don't mind being a human when everyone else in the party is, like, super weird and crazy. They are tasty. I mean, I've heard they're pretty good. But yeah, like I like playing a human when no one else in the party is a human, because this way you can be the normal person. But in this instance, I just want to be really extra weird. Okay, so if I did this build, that would give me the 14, the 16. I could do 14, 14, 16 doing this, and that still gives me 2 points. So I could do that. And that's a pretty good build. If I do 3 to 1 stat, 1 plus 1 to 3 different stats. 14 dex, 14 con, 16 wisdom. I mean, it's not as crazy as being like 16, 16, you know. But I can kind of live, because I don't want to really do that. It's a little too much, but I do kind of like having that better spread, I feel. So what other races could we do? Alternatively, I could do custom lineage and take the rewarded, and then just like double down on all these free feats that I just got, and just have my power curve just right off the side. There is that as well. It's also having the rune carver is kind of cool, just for even more nonsense. So, what other? That's right, races. What do we have for races? We can be a gnome, be a dragonborn. I could be the centaur again. I could actually be the centaur. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. I could be a centaur at this point, because the centaur doesn't really care about a lot of this. It's like, sure, I'm going into melee. Huh. That's the thing I didn't think about. Yeah, I could do this, and level 4 take the other thing for Warcaster. Oh, they took Warcaster at first, they could use a sword and shield and still cast in their hands. That's why they did that. I see. That's why they did that. Okay. But this would still be pretty cool, though. Shillelagh would work really well with the two-headed Etten thing, because of the silliness that happens with. I could do that. Your... Did you mean to say unassuming? Hum. Dungeons and Derby. I don't like that. I don't like that. Triton, Burden. Could be a Minotaur. Or it could be a Lizard Folk. Ooh, that's right. I forgot about it could be Lizard Folk. G6 strength modifier damage. Hold your breath. Hungry Jaws. 13 plus your dex mod. Oh, neat. Nature's Intuition. You gain 2 of the skills, your choice, animal handling, medicine, perception. Okay. So you can get nature and animal handling at that point. That would give me those 2 skills. Arcana would give me another skill, and you get the other 2 things from the... That's like 5 skills. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. How many skills does this guy get? Chain familiars, mobility control, notable spells. We've got ads in a minute. I'm like debating just delaying that 5 minutes and just wrapping up so people don't have to see ads. Might do that. I don't think I'm gonna have my character done for tonight. I don't think they're gonna be trying to get done or ready at all. Just because I have been hemming and hawing about this for so long, I still haven't figured it out. Yeah, I don't know. See notes. Contain, protect teammates. Prepare take Warcaster at some point in your progression. Like any good warlock race. Fey touch can be swapped out for any other charisma based half feat like telepathy, like a good like Gulok, jealous, or Evelyn accuracy if you change your race. Agonizing, repelling, and gift of the ever living ones. There's a whole lot of good invocations out there like Mask of Many Faces. Huh. Resisting others' blasts. Yeah, I don't know. I just need to find like a good race that would fit this and not be too crazy. And put this away. Tomorrow is going to be a really bad day because of work as well. Ugh. Announcements. Ooh, new in-game survey. See imagine game, move forward. Okay, I'll have to do that. Hey, Cricket. Yeah. Oh, they need to sleep. I mean, I already slept like 8 hours today. I slept from, what was it, like 7:30 until like 4:30. So I got like a good 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I'm fairly well rested. Pete the Humans, you still take a nap. Yeah, I probably will. I'm like, I want to have this D&D character done, but also I'm like in a situation right now where I'm like, I can't think of a good backstory for him, which is also frustrating because like, I want to have a cool backstory to go with the character. Like mechanics are cool, but I need to have something that fits with the character, with the rest of the party in the game. So, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm wrapping up as well, so we'll probably wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll be back on this weekend with some Ghost of Tsushima, maybe some Tarkov, but I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima in like 2 weeks, and I want to finish it because it's really good. So, yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up here, and we'll be back either later tonight or definitely during the weekend. So, until then, we'll catch y'all later. Everyone stay warm, be good, and Pete, stop making puns. They're terrible. Catch y'all later. Bye.